got tweaked and I didn't recognize it. So this is a lecture on the deadly EKGs. I know you guys have already had EKGs. Usually I get to teach EKGs, and I've got my own unique way of teaching them. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do that with you guys, so hopefully you know your EKGs really well. This is not a lecture for beginners. This is a lecture for people that pretty much know what's going on with EKGs.
We would like for you to teach them what they need to know in reality for ER, because the way they were taught in their EKG class was more logistics of electricity flow and all the details.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
whatever you want to teach,
if I can have 3 hours, I can have you guys reading EKGs at the party. I can promise. But you gotta find me 3 hours.
Okay.
So this is not for beginners, and supposedly, allegedly, you've already got EKGs. Everybody knows the basics: the P, QRS, the ST segment, the T wave, the U wave, the PR interval, and the QT interval, the ST segments. Remember that intervals include the segments separate. That's a good way to remember it. So the PR interval will include the P and the R, and the ST segments separate. Segments always separate the two things that we're talking about. Note the standards. Which were, could I have a pointer there?
That you were just using would be
This?
The mouth.
that touchpad?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So note the standards, and a lot of people forget this, that in between, like when you go from lead 1 to AVR, there's a standard there. And when you change from AVR to V1, there's a standard. And that's always going to be there, and it's going to be uniform. It should be 2 boxes tall. If it's taller than 2 boxes, then you've amplified your EKG tracing. And if it's smaller, then you've minimized it. It should be 2 boxes. But it's also going to screw up any QRSs that happen to be there, because that standard is always going to be there. And I've had students say, well, look at there's a PVC or there's an ST segment elevation, but really, it's the standard that's messing up the QRS. It's not fair to look at the standard or anywhere near the standard when you're trying to read an EKG. Hope you learned this, the arrangement of the leads, where 1 and L is the lateral, V5 and V6 is the lateral family. This all looks familiar. Inferior is 2, 3, and F. Anterior is V4 and V5. 2, 3, and F. Septal leads are considered V1 and V2. Anterior leads are V3 and V4. Inferior wall is 2, 3, and F. Lateral wall, 1 and L, V5 and V6. It's super important that you know those, that you have those memorized. And V1 and V2 is a mirror image of the posterior part. So when I was in the Army, we used to take V1 and V2 and look at our belt buckle, the reflection in our belt buckle, because in the Army I always had to wear a belt with the shiny brass buckle. But just remember, posterior is basically a mirror image upside down of what's going on in the back of the heart. And the reason is you can't put stickers on somebody's back because they're laying in the bed and it's uncomfortable for them. So the posterior part of the heart is looked at by V1 and V2, just remembering that you're looking at a mirror image. You all know what the ST segment is, what the T wave is. Remember that the T wave should be kind of a bell curve like this. If you see that the front edge is being pushed up, what are you guys looking at right now? Are you looking?
The
What can you
posterior.
see?
They're seeing exactly what you see there.
Because that's not what I'm seeing.
There you go. We got
What
it.
the heck?
I was being mirroring that.
But it's not.
It's a delay in that.
Oh, geez.
No wonder we were
Delay. So that's what they're seeing. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you transfer the file to the computer, or is it still being through the hard drive?
It is from my computer because I already had it downloaded on my computer.
So anyway, remember that the T wave should
Not
not
from
be
V2.
a bell curve. It should be a bell curve. If it looks like the leading edge of the T wave is pushed up like this, that can be a sign of ischemia or infarct. Yeah, it's not changing. How's it begin as a 5 slot?
Can you just escape and try it again?
I don't know if it just knock on the board. Just come back and do this. Yeah, what's up with IT? I'll do a lecture that I'm supposed to do next week, and I have a PowerPoint for it, but I really don't need a PowerPoint. So it's all right. It's the approach to the altered mental status patients. If I can write big enough where everybody can see, it will be fine.
Only problem is that that's on the next
What's that?
test.
Well, the problem with that is that your altered mental status
Switch them.
Goes on the next test.
Not on this test?
Correct.
So,
Let me pull that back. I'm just gonna back.
It might be a real time if you don't put it in slideshow.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you just do it from the screen. But it uses a lot of pop-ups.
So if I just go to full screen here instead of slide?
No.
Just do it this weekend, just like from there.
Just do what?
Just leave it, look at it from there.
Okay.
well, that's no good. What if we go up here to slideshow and get it from the beginning? Hi, my name is Larry Lovelace. You know how people, I've had patients, you know, it's like A, B, C, D, F, G, and you interrupt them, and then A, B, C, D, and you gotta start over again. It's not changing up there.
It's just really delayed.
Is it the way from your screen?
Yeah, about 5 slides ahead.
Can we go get those guys working on the thing?
Well, they're not like, we're not IT, we're just putting this stuff together.
Did you see that? I just like threw it like falling into my pants. It was like stuck to the other one. Can we get Amber down here? She probably knows what to do.
Sandy, you can hide your home, you can hide that toolbar up top and you can.
What did he say? I pushed
Hit that slideshow button,
I have it.
At the leading edge of the, oh, all I have is if the leading, yeah. That's all I typed. If the leading edge of the T wave.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Mystery.
Also gets me in trouble, but between the two of us.
Go watch video.
I know.
And now I know.
Yeah,
What? It's raised?
if it's like this, if it's
It's
pushed.
lifted.
Push.
It's a little bit. I think so. Get ready. So we'll.
I'm just gonna receive it.
Are we seeing the whole screen?
Yeah.
It's gonna show all that ad tech stuff, but. See what you're talking about.
Forget the chalk time. Hi, my name is Larry Lovelace.
You're cutting off some of your slides?
Do I still hit the same button to advance? It's not
Just hit up and down arrows.
up and down. And he's not animated. All right. All right. So we're at the ST segment part. Hopefully you guys remember the ST segments. If they're elevated, that's bad. That's going to mean an infarct. If they're depressed, that's bad. That's going to mean ischemia. And in order to have ST segment elevation that's true and documented and verifiable, you have to have some ST depression somewhere as a reciprocal change. I kind of call it the authentication to make sure that it's the real deal. For instance, here in the inferior leads, in 3, 2, 3 and F, you're going to have ST segment depression. And then we're looking for an ABL, some ST depression and ABL, some elevation in 2, 3.
you IT? You don't know.
We are.
Oh, you
What's
are?
going on? Well, I'm subbing as IT today. What's
I'm
happening?
subbing as a professor.
Like many people.
So we couldn't get
Get
it.
the